Good morning, guys. What's going on? Most of you follow most of my game playthroughs and things like that. You already know who my name is. It's Nathaniel Paredes, for those of you who don't. Or Alucane213 if you follow me on PSN or anything like that. But enough of the games. Let's get to something serious. The fact of the matter is, most people are wondering, how do you create a business in the year 2017? It's very simple. It doesn't take hundreds of thousands of dollars to do. You can literally do it with something as little as $20, $10, even $5. It all depends on what you're trying to invest, and it all depends on you. Now, I get it. Some people aren't really salespeople. Some people aren't really business savvy. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. It's really as simple as you know what people want. You know what people around you want. Someone as familiar as a friend, family, maybe even a coworker, or it's just something you hear a lot of people ask for. Something that's pretty trendy, things along those lines. Find out where to get it for cheap, and I'm assuming that's why you're here. Now, something I've been doing for a long time is selling these bad boys right here. Lexar SD cards. I test them all. Ones that don't work, I send them back. Things like that, etc., etc. Now, I'm not going to put a link in the description to try to sell you one of these SD cards or anything like that, because that's not what I'm here for. If you enjoy my advice that much, then you're more than welcome to donate. I'm not looking for your money. I'm looking for your success. I want to hear your stories in the comment section and things like that. I want to know that I was able to create other entrepreneurs such as myself. Now, the reason why I had done this is basically, work wasn't very consistent, yada, yada, yada. I needed a way to make money at home. That way, if stuff like that continued to happen, I wouldn't have to worry. I have a girlfriend, I have bills and things like that I need to take care of. This life stuff. So, through the course of me just, utilizing a lot of, devices that include memory cards like that, like I have a GPD tablet, anybody who, still familiar with gaming, still a gaming thing. It's just a little Android tablet. It takes memory cards. I have a laptop, obviously what I'm talking to you guys on right now, that also can take a memory card as well. And, I needed a way to transfer memory to and fro, etc., etc. And I found these, and then I realized where I was getting them from was extremely cheap. Now, where I was getting them from was Wish.com. Now, most people are like, oh, it's sketchy, it's from China, and things like that, but this is why we have things called trial and error. We have things called YouTube, we have tutorials, we have how-tos. Some of the SD cards that may be coming from China or wherever it is that they're coming from, they may be formatted for China. It's as simple, just put it into the computer, change the format, etc., etc. These aren't fakes. I've had issues with eBay. That's another thing. If you're trying to be an entrepreneur, please stay away from eBay. They take money from you. They're just basically unfair. If you're really trying to start out and you're trying to actually see money grow and things like that, stay away from eBay. But back to what I was saying, which was still very much related. I was getting these for about $10 a pop. 256 gigabytes, $10 a pop. Now, if you go online, which I will go through with you in this wonderful live stream, if you go online and you try to search on anywhere other than Wish.com, somewhere that was like maybe an American store or, within the States, you're paying about $200 minimum for an SD card of this space, 256 gigabytes. Go figure. Ironically enough, seeing as though SD cards with this much space, well, I haven't really looked too much deep into Class 10 cards as far as sensitivity are concerned, but usually cards, a couple of years back that had this amount of space, they were very delicate. So to pay $200 for something that was that delicate, you may as well be buying like another cell phone. No shade to the iPhone owners or, top of the line Android owners or anything like that. But, hundreds and hundreds of dollars for something so delicate, you may as well just get something that doesn't need a memory card at all. Which is where I came in. I realized that through that, me only paying $10 for something that was costing people almost 200 something dollars, I gave them an ultimatum. I decided I was going to sell it for a lower price, something that was still going to get me a profit. Excuse me. Now, pay attention now. Now, through this website, like I said, you don't have to invest hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars. You can invest something as little as $20, which, in case for me, would have gotten me two of these bad boys, and whatever profit I would have gotten on top of that, plus the return on investment. Because obviously, most people, when you say, "Oh, I'm going to send you an item from China" or something like that, they're very skeptical about it. Which will bring me to my next rule, which we're going to get to in a second. So, you can get something as simple as a pack of pens, which would probably cost you less than $1 on Wish. You can get yourself charger ports for the wall mount, which would probably cost you about $2 to $3, maybe even $5 a pop on Wish, depending on, if you wanted a specific wattage or something like that, or let's say you wanted like a Samsung one in particular. But it all depends on you. It depends on what you want specifically to sell. And most importantly, the key is pay attention to everybody around you. What do you hear them say that they want the most? Now, Wish.com has just about everything. And when I say just about everything, they even have adult toys. I don't even want to get into the topics. It's just TMI for a YouTube channel, really. Or at least this one is specific. But they have just about everything that you can think of: clothes, baby toys, adapters. They have things to build cars with. The list goes on. And it's just amazing. You can also check things like Alibaba and things like that. But now, where are we going to sell these things? Now, this is even easier. Now, like I said, your demographic is literally the people that you know, or people that follow you, or people that listen to you. Instead of using things like eBay, now, Facebook is now starting to really capitalize on local business. They're using this Wallapop-like format, or Let Go, or whatever app you guys use to want to relate to it. And they are basically using this format to try and bring people together, because they know they can immediately get thousands of people to communicate with one another in a second. Now, once I diverted from eBay, and I was making money with eBay, but at a very, very slow rate. When I was doing this in about the month's time that I was doing this, I made about $300 on eBay in a month's time. And that's just when I needed the funds then. Now, through me restocking and things like that, I had decided to give it another go, but with a different engine. And I decided, I'm going to try it on Facebook, since they now have a storefront format. And because of the simple fact that I have many people that I have in my friends list, and it also automatically just notifies people in your area depending on what they're looking for or trying to buy, you actually end up capitalizing heavily if you were just to use Wish or Alibaba or something like that as a supplier and just raise the price a little bit, whereas you're still saving these people a lot of money. Now, for me, as an example, I'm buying these SD cards, 256 gigs, for $10. And like I said, in a storefront like in America, in like here in the U.S., if you want to go like B&H Video or something like that, buy online from there, you're paying about $200 for the same amount of space. I'm only charging $40. So these people are seeing this, and the beauty about Facebook is allows you to literally show the original price or how much it will cost if you wanted to buy a brand new, and show the price that you're charging. So now they're seeing that it would cost $200 and I'm charging $40. Now these people are going ballistic, like, oh my God, you're really charging this little. And just to show you guys that I'm not pulling anybody's chain or anything like that, I want to show you some live proof. I want to show you guys plenty of live proof right now. Soon, if I can just get a good load up on the screen. It's still loading the videos and things like that. But as you can see, all of these, as you can see with the Lexar thing, I don't mean to show their names or anything like that, but as you can see, the little picture of the SD cards, these are people just inquiring, and I've done this as recent as about 2 weeks ago. Do that alone, I've made $400. I've only sold 10 SD cards, so that's all I had on me. Had I had more, I'd still be making money right now. I've had to tell people, I'm sorry, I don't have any cards. And, we're just flat out, you have to wait until I restock and things like that. Now, why is it easy to make a business in 2017? Because now Facebook, one of the easiest places to meet someone, they're not giving you the ability to utilize a storefront. Now, like I said, Facebook is by far the easiest place to get in contact with people. And not only that, you're basically getting a cheat tool to, get a hold of people, because it automatically contacts the people within your area as well as the people within your friends list. And of course, if you're able to, converse with people properly and build some kind of rapport and things along those lines, then you would be able to, of course, if you can't necessarily meet up with somebody, like in some of the instances with me, you can basically just send it to other people in the mail, have them pay through PayPal. You can have them also pay for shipping if you want. It all depends on you, which is why it says in my video that there's no crazy investment, there's no bullshit program or anything. It literally is 100% you, and whatever that means, it depends on you. I mean, it's by far the simplest thing on earth. There's too many people saying that there's not enough money in the country, the economy's bad, and things like that. And the third, now you have a free app, which was always free, giving you a free storefront with a free customer tracker, if you want to call it that. It's basically a bot. All you have to do is post a decent picture of whatever it is, the item you're selling. Make sure it looks pretty. Make sure it doesn't look dingy if you're selling something that isn't brand new, like in my case, which I would strongly recommend that you do sell something brand new. Use Wish, use Alibaba, or any other website along those lines that's trusted. The only two that I know of and I've used is Wish and Alibaba. You stock up there. You get what you're looking for. For example, like I said, we were going to go through this. I know my phone screen isn't the best, but I know you guys can see what I'm trying to show you. So, let's go on Wish.com, and you can see some of the price drops and discounts, very similar to what Facebook is doing. But, of course, the price drops are much more gradual. Just waiting for the app to load up, yada, yada, yada. See, look, just go on Wish.com. That's usually what it'll look like. Oh, see, look at that. Boom. So, I'm just waiting for that to load up. This is what it should look like. This is Wish.com. There's also Alibaba as well, but Alibaba is more for if you want to buy in bulk. If you're buying one by one, or if you, really don't mind the extra $1 in shipping per item, then just use Wish. Simple. All right. Let me just sign in. And tell me there's a login error, acting silly. Yada, yada, yada. And we are in Wish.com. And see, look. All right. Now all right. Now, look, perfect example right here. Look at this. A condenser microphone, something that I actually myself am using, with an auxiliary jack. On average, just looking at it, you probably think, looks kind of cheap. If you were to see this in Best Buy or something, you'd probably say they'd charge you $30, maybe 25, anywhere between 25 to about $40, right? Minus the tax. Now, if you look closer to the price, Wish is only charging you about $11. Now, according to this, let me scroll down. The shipping's only another $4. So if you sold this for what Best Buy is selling it for, or maybe even less, you're still profiting, even if it's a few dollars. And this is, depending on the item, obviously you're going to profit differently. If you do something that's a hot item, like a memory card or a charger or something like that, and you sell it for a price higher, maybe it's $10, $20 more, which would probably be on average maybe about, $15 to $20 less than what anybody else is trying to sell it for, in the same condition that you're selling it for, you got a better chance of making a sale. It's as simple as that. It really doesn't get any simpler than that. Too many people are really complaining that there's no way to make money. And I know I said that. And I'm going to keep repeating it because you guys got to get it. You can make a business in the year 2017. It's very simple. I've done it. I've done it to a point where I have an on and off business. I want to get you guys to a point where you can have an autopilot business, because ironically enough, I'm still getting messages about these memory cards. Now, I don't have any more left. These are my 2 personal memory cards. There's stuff that I have on here. So I can't give those away. They've been used. But the fact of the matter is, I now have a rapport. I now have customers that trust me. I now have customers that have bought from me and probably have given good reviews to the items I haven't checked. My biggest concern is making sure that my item gets to the customer, and I'm pretty sure there's hundreds of people, if not thousands of people out there, or millions of people who want to be entrepreneurs as well, who have the same mentality as I do. And guys, this message is for you, and gals, this message is for you. It's very possible. It's as simple as that. I can't reiterate this enough. Anybody currently watching the live stream as it's streaming now, thank you. I can't see the interface at the moment. Anybody who watches this in the near future, thank you. I mean, there is a donation thing on the bottom. I don't want your money, but if you think that the information is profound enough or substantial enough, then hey, even a penny's accepted, dude. I wouldn't be mad. You'll still get a thank you from me. You still get a shout out. And quite frankly, I want to hear you guys' progress. This is very possible. And let's just go over the 3 steps real quick. Now, first one, just have like something as little as $5 to $10. Something as little as $5 to $10. Tops. One of these SD cards, $10 a pop. Step 2, have a Facebook account. Simple. This is as simple as it's gonna get to get the quickest customers in the quickest amount of time. Okay. Now number 3, know your price. Know your price, and when I say know your price, I mean this in 2 realms. Okay. Number 3 breaks off into 2 points. Know the price of how much it will cost to buy it here, and know how much of the cost. Excuse me. Sorry, it's very early in the morning. Know how much it would cost for you to still profit. Simple as that. Know how much it will cost here in the States to sell it brand new. And because you have it brand new, know how much it will cost for you to sell it and still profit. Simple. So again, the 3 steps. Somewhere between $1 to $10, hell, even $20 if you have to. If you want to go crazy, your choice. Go to Wish.com or Alibaba. Buy in bulk, buy a couple, buy 1, buy 2. Doesn't matter. However much you want. Now, when I say from $1 to $10, it's just a base. It's just an idea. However much you want to invest, that's up to you. But now I'm giving you something where you don't have to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars for something that may not be so proven. This is something that I'm doing myself. I gave you video proof if you want to rewind and you want to see the customers that were asking and inquiring. I even have the items here that I'm selling for proof, But these are my 2 personal SD cards, 256 gigs. And just to get a quick zoom in, even though I know you can't really... Yeah, the light's too dim. But it's 256 gigs. I have an iPhone, so there's no way I'd be able to show you on my phone. Duh. But I hope the information I was able to give you guys was profound. I hope the information I was able to give you guys was useful. I hope the information I was able to give you guys was going to help you bring in some serious greenbacks somewhere down the road. So, with that being said, hope you guys have a great morning. I got some more money to make.